Hi, this is Sylvia Saber with OpTv Global headlines. Starting with the top international stories. US President Joe Biden announced a winter campaign against COVID-19 with new testing requirements for travelers and a surge in vaccination efforts. Biden has brought steady leadership after the chaotic Donald Trump years, but the mutating coronavirus continues to defy him, helping drive his approval ratings deep underwater. Colombian authorities seized hundreds of creepy crawlies as they were being taken illegally to Europe via the airport in capital city Bogota, officials said on Thursday. 2 Germans were found with 210 plastic containers they were using to carry the arcanids, which included 232 tarantula spiders, 9 spider eggs, and a scorpion with 7 of its young, as well as 67 roaches. The South African Center of Epidemiological Modeling and Analysis and the National Institute of Communicable Diseases said that latest findings provide epidemiological evidence for Omicron's ability to evade immunity from prior infection. Their statement was issued after a group of South African health organizations published a paper on the medrevics.org as a preprint, meaning the work was not yet certified by peer review. Up next, we have the national updates. Information and Broadcasting Minister Fawad Chaudhry on Friday urged the joint opposition in Parliament to revisit its decision of boycotting the upcoming meeting of the Parliamentary Committee on National Security. Taking to Twitter, he termed the opposition's decision regrettable. It is for the first time in 7 decades that any government is presenting its security policy before Parliament. This is not a political matter but a national security issue, the minister said, asking the opposition to review the decision and earnestly participate in the meeting. The PTI government has once again changed its finance secretary, appointing Hamid Yaqub Sheikh in place of Yusuf Khan on an immediate basis, according to a notification issued by the Establishment Division. Hamid Yaqub Sheikh, a BS-21 officer of the Pakistan Administrative Service, presently posted as Additional Secretary in Charge Planning, Development and Special Initiatives Division, is transferred and posted as Additional Secretary in Charge. Islamabad police arrested 54 suspects during the grand search and combining operation in the Mirabad area of the federal capital. A grand search and combining operation was conducted by Islamabad police in the vicinity of Ramna police station. Deputy Inspector General Operations Afzal Ahmad Kausar said in a statement that 54 suspected persons were taken into custody during the operation. Pakistan recorded as many as 391 new cases of COVID-19 in the previous 24 hours, taking the infection tally to 1,286,022. A total of 46,457 samples were tested, out of which 391 turned out to be positive, showing the positivity rate of 0.84% according to the National Command and Operations Center's data. Islamabad-bound flight of a private airline narrowly escaped a disaster after it was hit by a bird Friday morning. The flight, which was supposed to take off from the Karachi airport, has been delayed. It has been grounded for inspection. There were 150 passengers on board and all of them are safe. According to the Civil Aviation Authority, the airplane's gearbox was hit by a bird. A team of engineers has been called to oversee the repairs.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise, marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back, because Black lives matter, because we need to incarcerate less and educate most. Deserves justice.
Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. WhatsApp Web lets users use the instant messaging app on desktops and laptops by linking smartphones to these devices. After months of beta testing, the Facebook-owned app lately released an update that allows users to use WhatsApp Messenger on any device without the use of smartphone. Up next, we have the sports updates. The National Command and Control Center has reportedly allowed a full-capacity crowd at the National Stadium in Karachi to watch the matches between Pakistan and West Indies. This would be the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic hit Pakistan that a full house will be permitted. Earlier, the NCOC had only allowed 25% crowd attendance in the stadiums with strict standard operating procedures. Up next, we have the entertainment updates. Actress Saira Yusuf is speaking candidly about her struggles adjusting to constant gossip and criticism after her divorce from husband Shehroz Sabzwari. Speaking to Fushia in a recent interview, the Sinf-e-Aha star spoke about how media often got insensitive to her situation back in the days without considering that pain she was going through. I felt very exposed. I just kept wondering when would people stop talking about it so that I could process it on my own, shared Sara before iterating that she was going through a tough phase in her life. Up next, we have the weather updates. The first spell of cold is expected to hit Karachi after December 6. Chief Meteorologist Sardar Sarfaraz has predicted. Traditionally, winter in the city begins after the first or second week of December. You would have noticed that the wind, especially at night time, has become chilly even though the days are hot, Sarfaraz said. From next week onwards, we're looking forward to a dip in temperatures in the morning as well. The meteorologist pointed out that the coldest winter month this year across Pakistan will be January. Up next, we have the business updates. Pakistan's trade balance is getting worse fast, rising sharply to $5.11 billion in November 2021 against $1.94 billion in November last year. That is a surge of 163%. This shows an alarming trend because it will add pressure to the current account deficit in the months ahead and without ensuring dollar inflows mainly through debt-creating instruments.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise, marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back, because Black lives matter, because we need to incarcerate less and educate more. Deserves justice.